everyone, and welcome to Back of the Net. Don't be alarmed, Sam is absolutely fine. I'm just stepping in today, just doing a bit of a player ratings video on the back of Watford, a bit like with Bournemouth, to be fair. You know, Jason got the opportunity to step up and Sam's given me that today. So yeah, we're just going to do a bit of a player ratings video from another game unbeaten. It was an interesting game. We got such a late goal that it felt like a win. You know, it's the same result as the last two, but it felt better, definitely, scoring 95 minutes or whatever it was. And I think we certainly deserve that on the general base of the game, really. I thought we were the better side. It's easy to say they got an early goal, so they had something to hang on to, you know, so we were always going to have all the play and trying to press and get that goal. But we got it in the end, and that's all that matters. And JT and the boys stay undefeated, which is brilliant. This start of the season, you can't ask for any more. So turn them draws into wins, and we're flying. So I'm happy. And I'm wearing the old Columbia for Jeff LERMA today. It was my birthday weekend, and it was also Jeff's. So speedy recovery to him. Obviously come off injured, but yeah, big love to Jeff. So wearing the Columbia today. But yeah, get straight into the player ratings and. Asmir Begovic goal. What I think I saw online actually on Twitter, AFC Bournemouth put that he got the man of the match award, and can't argue with that. Sometimes when the goalkeeper gets it, you think, oh, you're under the cosh. That certainly wasn't the case, but Asmir was brilliant, and biggest compliment I can pay him is that I haven't missed Ramsdale. You know, Ramsdale's a class goalkeeper, but Begovic has come in. He's been like a new signing in my opinion, and he's been brilliant. And with us pressing for the goal for the majority of the game, it meant we were open to the counter-attack, which Watford done quite well. They got some pace on the counter, but Asmir stood up brilliantly. And yeah, I think I can understand why he got the man of the match award, because overall his contribution was excellent. He was superb, and I'm going to give Asmir a solid 8 out of 10. In terms of that back three, consisted with that back three as JT likes to do. That kind of right side was Chris MEPHAM, who was the hero in the end. And nice touch, really, considering he was at fault for the goal in the week against Cardiff. So it was really nice to see him pop up with a goal. And, you know, it's a nice habit to have. One of your defenders can pop up, and he steered it in really well. I feel it generally played quite well after a shaky one in midweek. But, you know, I think people forget how long he was out for. And I think he's coming to the side, and I think he looks quite natural at that right centre-back position. And yeah, in terms of MEPs, I think looking at it in general, I don't think he had a lot to do defensively. I felt he stuck to his job pretty well. They've got some handy players, but I'm really happy with MEPs at the moment. I think because of the fact that he got the goal and how crucial it was, I think it's fair to say I'm going to give him also an 8 out of 10. Alongside him, we had, as always, one of the remainers after Chaz left, Stevie Cook, and I thought he was great again. You know, Jason's alluded to the fact that he's probably been carrying knocks for a while now since the season started, and you wouldn't know it when he's out there. He's such a warrior. He's such a leader at the back, and you know, he's, for me, along with Jeff, actually, he's probably the first name on the team sheet in my opinion. And thought Cookie was solid, done his job well, so I can't argue with that. I'm going to give him a fair 7 out of 10, I think, for Steve Cook. Now, alongside Steve, we put in Lloyd Kelly. So it was nice to see Lloyd back. He hasn't played for a while now. He had a knock, but fortunately it hasn't been too serious. And he's back. It was good timing, really, with Smithy out. It meant that we could obviously move Rico across and played Lloyd Kelly in there. And arguably on paper, that's our best back three. Certainly what we would have said at the start of the season anyway. And Lloyd was probably a lucky boy. One near, cut the minutes in, very rash tackle on Sarr, I think it was, to the knee. If there was VAR, which I'm so glad there isn't, but not just for that, I just hate VAR. But Lloyd probably would have gone. I think that's fair to say. JT even admitted that, to be fair to him. But I don't think there was any malice in it. I mean, it was 2 minutes into the game. It's not like they had a bit of to and fro-in, so 2 minutes in. But yeah, bit of a reckless one. But to be fair to him, finished 90 minutes, and after that, played well on a yellow card, which is always difficult. They're going to target that, and played a big hand in the goal. I saw that he said that he had a shot and he sliced it, but luckily MEPS was there. But he still played a part in that goal, and thought he looked solid in the back three. So good to have him back. It gives us more options and things like that. So I'm going to give him, as well as Steve Cook, a 7 out of 10 for Lloyd Kelly. Going to the the wing back roles, like I said, obviously we missed Smithy, which was a blow, but Jack Stacey continued on that right hand side where he has been all season, and I just really like Jack. I think he's a raw talent, and I think he's just going to get better and better. But his engine, up and back, he's the perfect wing back. He's, you get a lot of fullbacks that can play wing back or wide men that can drop back and play wing back. But Jack Stacey's someone I'd actually say he is a wing back. He's so natural there, and I love what Jack brings. And it's a big compliment to him that we've had to move Smithy to that left so far this season, because you can't leave Jack out. And once again, bombing down that right hand side, causing problems, and done his job defensively as well. Big love for Jack at the moment. I think, like I say, he's only going to get better, and I'm going to give him an 8. Actually, I thought he was superb on the day. 8 out of 10 for Jack Stacey. See, on that left hand side, like I mentioned earlier, we slid Diego Rico over there, who's obviously been playing at that left centre back role with Lloyd Kelly out. But obviously, with Smithy missing, Kelly being back, we shifted Rico across there, and Rico's been so good at left centre back that I kind of thought, I've been so impressed with him there. I didn't really want to move him, but we know he can do that job, left wing back. And I thought, again, he was good. I like Diego. I mean, there's certainly some times where, maybe the cross ain't quite there, or we misplaced a pass or a tackle. There was one where he completely miskicked the ball. But in general, I love Diego, and he's always positive in his passing. I think he always tries to play forward. Good spirit. He came off quite late when we were chasing the goal and brought Roro on. But and I think, how many times have we ever subbed a Spaniard for a Spaniard? Be interested to see if any of you statmen know that, because I'm not sure if we've done that too often in our history. But yeah, I thought in general Diego was brilliant, and I'm happy with him, more than happy with him. So to keep playing, whether it be left centre back or left wing back, I'm going to give Diego a 7 out of 10. Diego Rico, I think that's fair. It's that kind of field 3, if you like. We obviously started with Jeff. Jeffy boy. Can't give him a rating, I don't think it's fair. I think it was inside 20 minutes or something, wasn't it? I'm not sure the exact time when Jeff come off. It looked like he just felt his hamstring rather than actually, doing any severe damage. But with how quick the games come round, it's a worry for how many games he will miss. It's no real surprise considering the travelling and the, starting for Colombia, and he's playing every game for us because he's so key. I mentioned how I thought Steve Cook was probably the first name on the team sheet. It's either him or Jeff for me. I'm not going to give him a rating. I don't think it's fair to give him a rating. He come off so early, but I just hope he comes back soon. I mean, we dealt well without him for the remainder of the game, but Jeff's key for us going forward. So let's hope he's all right. And like I say, not going to give him a rating. If I were, it would be a 10 because I love Jeff. So we'll go straight into who played with him, really, and in a slightly deeper role that he's been playing lately as Lewis Cook. And for me, that was his performance of the season. I think he's been great anyway in that slightly deeper role. I think it suits him. He can pick the ball up from deep and make things happen. He's always tenacious. He's always, always a few late tackles, but he's always battling and digging in hard. And I felt he controlled the game really well in midfield, especially when you lose someone like Jeff. He was kind of that main man in there, and I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was controlled the game, like I say. So really impressed with Lewis. If we keep him fit, I think JT's been clever and kind of leaving him out the odd time. I think you've got to monitor his fitness. He had a big injury, remember. But if we can start seeing the best of Lewis Cook, he will be one of the best centre midfielders in this league. There's no doubt about that. So I'm going to go for an 8 out of 10 for Lewis Cook, because I thought it was his best performance of the cherry shirt this season for sure. 8 out of 10 for Lewis. Obviously, in there with Lewis was Philip Billing. Bit of a surprise, really. Thought Goss were probably playing there, but Bill got his chance. He hasn't really got any minutes under JT, many minutes anyway. Hasn't impressed. Got his opportunity. To be fair to him, I thought he took it. I thought, I've seen mixed kind of reactions online and stuff like that on Twitter, but I thought Billing didn't let us down. I thought he was good. I thought his passing was good. I thought he tried to make things happen. I thought he worked tirelessly throughout, and I didn't expect Billing to come in and be unbelievable, and I don't think he was. But I thought Philip Billing come in and impress me, and I was really happy with him. And with Jeff getting that knock as well, I was really, really pleased that the Billing, I felt he took his chance anyway, and he stayed on the pitch, and I thought he looked good. So I'm actually, credit to Phil, a bit of pressure on him actually, because he probably knew if I don't perform here, I'm straight back out the side. And so I thought he was good. So I'm actually quite generous to Phil because of putting things into consideration that he hasn't really featured as much this season, and coming to a game away at Watford, which on paper is one of the hardest of the season, if not the. I thought he was great. So I'm going to give, and I'm a critic of Philip Billing. I've got to be honest with you. He's one of the players that if he were to have left at the start of the season, I wouldn't have been that fussed. But really pleased with him. So I hope he can kick on from that now. Just want to see a bit more fight from him, a bit more energy. And I think he could end up being a key player this season. And with Jeff, like I say, getting that knock, chance to go and grab it, Bill. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 Philip Billing. And obviously now up top, and Joshie King got a start. I think everyone was happy to see it. And we'll come on to the fact that Dom come on for Jeff Lerma early, so it made King's role slightly different. Obviously, he was paired up with Dan Juba at the start. Difficult one. I didn't think he looked like someone having a strop, which was obviously, people are going to look at that. It was all, we're all aware that he probably wanted to move. And we just hope he knuckles down and helps us to try and gain promotion. I certainly didn't think he was dropping. I thought he worked hard. He's always a threat when he's on the pitch. But it was his first start, and I think you could see that. I didn't think he looked the Josh King that we know, which is unsurprising really. But pleased to see him get a start. He's still on the pitch, got 90 minutes. But yeah, we're going to expect a lot more from Josh King. So it certainly wasn't a great performance from him. Nothing really happened for him. It was one of them days, unfortunately. But listen, if he's here and he's firing, we know we're going to get Josh King playing better and better and better. So hope he keeps coming in and out of the team. And he's still going to be threatening at this level. So still more than happy with Josh. And like I say, the main thing was I felt he put a shift in. Unfortunately, technically, it didn't quite happen for him. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 because of that. So 6 out of 10 for Josh. And then, like I say, he actually started the game kind of alongside Arnie. Good to see Arnie back in there, playing and stuff like that. Obviously, he had a knock not long ago. But once again, similar to Josh, I thought he worked hard and stuff like that. But the fact that we were chasing the goal and we took Arnie off, I think says it all, because you wouldn't normally do that. I think Arnie looks like a player. He's always got a bit of magic in him. I felt yesterday he just looked like he was one touch too many at times. Probably trying to do the hard thing too much when you thought, well, you've beat a man, lay it off. And I think you're always going to get that from Arnie a little bit. I mean, I love the guy and I think he's going to have a great season. He's had a great start this season. Probably his poorest game of the season so far for me, though. Just ineffective in general, which is obviously why JT decided to take him off. But still well happy with Arnie. Still a great option to have. And let's hope we see better performances from him going forward. Back to that early start of the season. We know he's got a bit of magic in him. But for yesterday's performance, just a 6 out of 10 for me for Arnie. And like I say, early on, we made that change with Jeff. I think because we were 1 down, I think if it was 0-0 at the time, we probably would have bought Gosling on, I think. Because we were 1 down, fair play to JT, thought, we'll mix it up a bit and we'll get Dom on. And to be fair, once again, didn't get the goal, which everyone's going to put on him, which I totally appreciate. He is a striker. But Dom SOLANKE gives a lot to the team, in my opinion, and I felt he was great. I thought his whole work rate and performance and link-up and connections were really, really good. I felt he'd done that in the week as well, but once again, when he's missing chances, that's always going to be highlighted, which he's got to appreciate. He is a centre-forward. But I think if him and Josh can get some sort of understanding and some sort of link-up play there are going to be goals there. But I felt his whole performance and what he gave to the team was good when he come on. I was more than happy with Dom and pleased that he come on and put a real shift in. And like I say, I do like Dom SOLANKE, and I just really hope he can just start nicking a few little goals, things hit his shin or something and just go in, do you know what I mean, just to boost his confidence. But performance-wise and coming on and making an impact, I thought he certainly did that. So for Dom, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10, which I think is fair overall. In terms of the other lads that come on, we brought Junior on, who I think always makes an impact. He was always someone that I was kind of calling for it as the second half was going on. I was going, just get Junior on, because Junior can just light something up. He's just got that in him. You never know a Junior behind the scenes with his fitness and stuff like that. And he started in the week, so I knew he'd be on the bench. We're going to have to monitor Junior, and I'm sure JT and the backroom staff are going to do that. But Junior done well when he come on. He didn't, set it alight, but he always adds something, and he's always a danger man. So, I'm always happy when Junior's on the pitch, to be fair. In the week, he was unlucky not to score, and I'm more than happy with Junior coming in and out of the side. You know what he can give you. I think he's a reliable player when fit. So, I'm just going to give him a 6 out of 10 for his impact when he come on yesterday. In terms of the other one, I think it was just Roro, wasn't it? Roro come on late in the game, but like I say, come on quite late. But to be fair, actually, go into that, and like he did in the week, few nice touches and things like that, but he actually played a big part in the goal. He was the one that put the ball in, that Foster come and kind of flapped at, which then Kelly shot, and Meps managed to turn it in. But yeah, to be fair to him, I forgot about that. Roro did have an impact in the goal, so for that alone, and a few little nice touches, I'm probably just going to give him a 7 because he played a part in the goal. I think that's fair. What more could he do? He didn't have much time, so yeah, we'll give him a 7. I think that's fair because he had an instant impact in the goal, to be honest with you, and that is what I want to do. But yeah, I think in general we've got it was a decent performance. I think overall we got to look at it and say it was frustrating, a bit like in the week, but we got there in the end. We got the goal, we got over the line, we're still unbeaten, we're still going for the golden trophy. Everything's good. I understand some frustrations and that within the fan base and because how good our team is on paper. But let's remember, best players don't make the best teams. We're creating a new team here in the sense that we've got a new manager. We've just been relegated. We've lost some star players, some youngsters coming through, a new system, few injuries, players to come back. You looked how strong the squad looked yesterday. There's no David Brooks in that. There was no Adam Smith in that. There was no Cameron Carter-Vickers who's to come in that. So that's showing the depth to our squad, and we can rotate. And I think that's going to be key, especially in the Championship, grueling schedule. So it's going to be really interesting to see what we do in the week. In terms of the player ratings video, which cheers to Sam for letting me have a crack at, I think going forward, and I'm probably going to try and do a player ratings video with someone else, with another fan. I think that'd be good to do. Just for the first one, I just thought I'd just show you my face on my own. But yeah, so if you fancy doing it, then just private message me, whatever, on Twitter at TomJordan21. Give me a little message on there. Add some things in the comments. Let me know. And yeah, and I'll speak to a few people and try and get a different kind of guest each time. And it's good to get different fans' opinions, stuff like that. And it's going to be quick turnaround because we've got the game on Wednesday against Bristol City, which I'm really looking forward to. See which players come in and out, and we'll do another kind of reaction video to that with another fan, like I say. But cheers all for watching. Remember, Sam is absolutely fine. He'll be back. All right, I'm missing him. It's weird enough. I want Sam to pop up in the corner somewhere. But appreciate you all watching, guys, and big love to all you fans out there. Keep positive. You know what I'm like. I'm never going to moan on it. But yeah, and stay. Come on, Jeff. Just come. I just want Jeff back. But cheers for watching. Up the cherries.